Shit. All right. We are live. I don't know how many mucks can see me or hear me or know where I'm at, but we is here. We is live. How you doing? Oh, now I got all y'all in my business again. Hold up. Now I don't know what I'm doing. You can hear me? All right, bet. We got one thing working. I think I got one person in here with me. You have to bear with me because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I'm an old person. I just be clicking on shit and hoping for the best. I did want to get into this Loli shit a little bit though because I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I wasn't really feeling the response I got from my little post. It's not necessarily. I don't know. It's sus. It's sus. I think that's the best way I can describe it. It's very sus and very alarming. Because like, uh-oh, somebody at the door. Hopefully no one's stealing no shit. All right. I'm just gonna start for a little bit, see if we can get a couple people in here. Looks like it's just us two. Chaotic vibes. How you doing though? Now you can hear. Wait, your dog's barking. My dog is going nuts anytime someone's at the door. We got one of them little ass. I don't even know what to call him because he's not really a Chihuahua, but he's definitely part Chihuahua. Damn thing only weighs 8 pounds. All right, but I want to get into. Let me just get into it just a little bit because, excuse me, this is this cat Suro TV. I don't know much about him, but everything I've seen so far has been, I mean, pretty up and up. And he had a video going into the Loli problem, and I happened to see it just after I was watching an anime that made me, pull out. So let's just put this on real quick.
Can't separate fact from fiction. Okay, I just want to point this out. I think
Can y'all hear this audio?
Lollies in anime is weird. It's not quirky. It's not cute. It's not some misunderstood thing. It's not me not being able to differentiate fact from fiction and not realizing it's a drawing. It's weird. It is a character who is coded like an infant or an infantilized woman, and she is being provocativized. That's what's happening. The moment a character that looks like they should be in kindergarten is
Echoing
treated like a
though. All right,
romantic
hold up.
interest and has figurines.
Oh, all right, I
all
got
this
you,
other
I got you,
stuff
because
for
I
her
can hear
being
that shit too.
excuse of,
I got you.
she's
Hold up.
5,000 years old, bro. She's 5,000 years old, but she acts like a child. There are petite women, right? There are petite women. They exist. Rukia from Bleach is an example of a petite woman in anime, specifically, who acts as if they're grown. That's fine. Because I'll be watching a fantasy adventure, and suddenly here comes the ancient sorceress who loves lollipops and has pigtails, and then is calling the main character Oni-chan and blushing and winking. And when somebody brows like, oh, she's 3,000. She's crazy. She's actually crazy. She's disturbingly childlike. I don't know what to tell you. It's like she's anciently disturbingly childlike. The age excuse is flimsy. It's a weird shield to use. It's a lore band-aid, and it's slapped on characters that are clearly designed to tickle a very specific, deeply questionable attraction to these kinds of people that act as if they are the little.
Damn, I've been talking for 5 minutes and mute. Testing. We good? All right. Now, what I was saying, yo, this about to be the raggediest stream ever, so we're gonna see how long this shit lasts. But I just want to vent because I feel like a fucking crazy person when I put something like there's a Lolly problem and it's like, oh, we just don't understand Lolly. It's like, no, I can understand the difference between a little girl character and a sexualized little girl character. Like, is this character Milim Nova? I was watching this shit called How I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Very standard isekai story. Motherfucker slides into this world not knowing anything, and out of nowhere has the full on dank power set, right? I only made it 11 episodes into this shit, and every time my wife walked by, I'm like, fingers crossed, it's not creepy. Fingers crossed, it's not creepy. Episode 11 pulls up, and we meet the character Milim Nova. I think her name is Milim. The problem with Milim is she's like fucking 10 years old. And the defenders go, oh, she's really like 5,000, 10,000 years old. Up. She's fucking 10. She looks like a 10-year-old. She's whiny like a 10-year-old. And let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can see this fucking picture. This is Milim Nova. Let me make sure I get this screen together. Because these greasy, no neck, these motherfuckers had me fucked up. Can y'all see that? But this is a character, Milim Nova. Now, for being 5,000 years old or however the hell else she's supposed to be, she's designed like this. The weird little anime socks, panty drawers, and a goddamn garter belt. I don't care how you frame that. That's a garter belt. She's supposed to be this grand, super-powered mage or whatever the fuck. I don't even know what she can do because when I saw this character, it bugged me out. I'm actually going to click off this before I end up on a watch list. But like, am I crazy? I can't be the so crazy one. Well, that's the thing. Is like that's an anime I wouldn't touch. You won't know a lot of time unless you put it on or with some fair warning that they tell you there's some creepy shit going on ahead of time. What's this other one? It was like I was reincarnated as a anime does give the ick vibes. I watch like 3 anime now that I know aren't creepy, and any other one is like at this point I'm like it has to be full like completely adult characters. Like everybody got to be aged up to fucking 30 years old at this point for me to even want to look at it. And I don't know, man. It's fucking weird. It's fucking weird that the defenders want to argue it as if there's some big cultural difference that we're overlooking. Like it's something cultural about Japanese cultures, but something cultural about Japanese people or Japanese art form that is inherently sexual in a way that we Americans don't fucking understand. I know a show like Vinland Saga won't have that. I think Vinland Saga has like 2 children in it, and both of them are like tiny war criminals. So I think it kind of dodged that a little bit just because they happen to be not any children at all. But it's bad, and it's bad enough that I felt crazy because I started looking into other content to see, okay, is anyone else talking about this? And they are more defenders than anyone else when it comes to, this lolly shit. Matter of fact, let me show you this one little weirdo. I'm gonna have to mute myself again just to make sure I don't fuck up this audio because I don't know what I'm doing. J Senpai. I just came across him when I was literally trying to figure out what the hell was going on with this lolly problem. I'm like, it can't be me. The culture difference in Japan is we don't understand. We must be what? Must be 13 years of age to consent. Bro, that's still way too young. Fuck a 13 consent. Nah. There's not. Nah, you can miss me with that shit because that's gonna add into the same quasi justifications they argue, whereas like is a matter of age of consent. These are children. These are children who are drawn and act like children. It was like 13. Oh, you're saying it was 13 and 2023 or something. Didn't they just boost their age to like 16 or some shit like that? And even a few more. Oh my god, this cultural shit is weird. Oh, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I'm like, while I'm glad it's increases 16, you got to think of how perverse, or how, what's the word I'm looking for? Because it's just so embedded into the culture of these nations that for that 16 years old is somehow a big fucking boost from 13. I don't trust a 16-year-old to watch themselves. What the? I don't. What is? Yo, y'all, these motherfuckers. Child marriage is still a prevalent thing, even over here. People are still trying to justify ages of consent and child marriages, and a lot of time it's the ones that you'd anticipate not being. It's the ones you'd anticipate being against it, well, based on their politics, so to speak. You know what I mean? Let me close this shit because I ain't doing all that today. It's the ones. It's the conservatives who do all the grandstanding, and it's the tight asses who are usually against. Yep, Bible Belt folks. Them's the ones. Them's the ones. Them's the ones. They're always they're. It's always Bible Belt. It's always religious, and I'm trying to avoid say always, but it's almost fucking always. It's almost always. Now hold up, I'm gonna put you on to J Senpai, or what's his name? Some J Senpai, this motherfucker. Just came across 5,000 subscribers, and I feel it's close enough in subscriber count that's not really punching down. I'm at 10,000, but shit, I got here like 2 weeks ago, so this is fair game. But let me know if y'all can hear this. I'm gonna mute myself real quick.
I asked for 3 things in this video. 1, to subscribe to this channel. 2, to help me out with Ko-Fi. If you can help me survive financially, that would be appreciated. And 3, hype up the video. That way you can actually get this channel to go up and blow up a little bit more, so we can actually do some quite crazy and wilder things. I'm not asking for much, but please do so. Anime has a lolly problem. And it's usually the fact that people can't really accept that lollies are in anime, being used and done in whatever way they possibly want to be done in, and people just can't accept that for whatever reason. It's nothing new. It's titles of videos that have been labeled that. There's been people that have said that for many sort of years, called it disturbing and things like that when it comes down to it. And you know what? In a real life context, absolutely, it is disturbing. It would be very much.
You see what I mean, real quick? I just had to pause that. Just the first excuse they like to throw out, in a real life context, it will be disturbing. What's not disturbing about adults drawing children in these situations, and then other adults being that excited? Not only are that excited about it, but it's a hill they're willing to die on for it. I mean, I've met solid anime folks, and I know ones who are just like Milim Nova, who I just mentioned. Let me click over here again. And again, this character is supposed to be like 5,000 something years old. However the hell something years old. But she's designed like this, and whatever the hell. This is a garter belt. And thigh and knee-high boots. And this is supposed to, and not only this, she's supposed to be like a battle mage, which ties into the whole weird sexy armor thing, but I'm not getting to that right now because I do not have the time for that. And Loli, but like, this is the weirdest shit I've come across, and it's, would you say, I love Berserk storyline and message, but I can't skate around to defend. Yeah, Berserk is weird too. that's another one I didn't make it too far into because I kind of knew ahead of time what some of the themes I was going to encroaching, and I'm nothing if not a wimp. Like, I'm not going to torture myself with some sick shit for no reason if I know it's coming. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily me being that jaded towards other people's sensibilities. I don't have the stomach for it, so I'm not really going to engage with the shit. You know what I mean? But it's, how can you make that distinction? Thankfully, I watched the anime first, so it's less creepy. But the manga is a whole level. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm not even getting into that. y'all got me. Y'all got me thrown off talking about Berserk because I forgot how weird Berserk gets. I just remember guts and that big ass sword because I'm interested in that. I actually tried to watch the anime and it was okay, and I got like 2-3 episodes in before I realized it was like something that happened in an arc that's far away from the original story. And then I got like 2 chapters into the manga and I was like, oh shit, this is a little wild. But even, and this is not to defend Berserk, this wasn't something that was meant to be sexualized or something that allows in the PDFs. I don't, if that makes any sense. Like, when it comes to a character like Milim Nova, that's pedal bait. I don't know what words are going to get flagged on here or not, but that's full on pedal bait. So, is like, what's, it's the fucking weirdest thing ever. Give me a second, y'all. I need to sip on this coffee, and it's the most nasty shit I've ever had. The character you just showed was designed around that. Yeah, that freaky fetishization shit, because that character is supposed to be like this demon lord. I think that was the character. I think that was the title. Like I said, when her character was introduced, I turned off the damn anime, so I don't know what happens afterwards. But I think it was a demon lord. Like, she's supposed to have these insane powers, and in that episode, or I believe, she was not only designed like a sexualized child, but she was doting over the main character protagonist, which in his, now I remember something that made it super weird. The main character in his original world, before he got isekai'd and came over here to be a slime or whatever the fuck, was 37 years old. He was 37 years old. A bunch of magic shit happens. Boom, he's in a new body. Skip all the why, but his character is in a new body to justify this connection with this new side character that's going to fall in love with him, guaranteed. Like, there's going to be some weird Oni-chan shit in there, and why did I have to learn what this was? I didn't know what any of this shit was until I started working for YouTube and having to, Google it. Seven Deadly Sins, couldn't finish it, and Magi. Yeah, yo, Meliodas is an OD groomer. Meliodas is an OD groomer. Bon is a lolly. And matter of fact, because I do remember the character names, because I did enjoy it until they did the reveal with Elizabeth. I'm like, oh, okay. So if you don't know Seven Deadly Sins, it's this anime that's on Netflix. It follows a group of assassin warrior type cats. They're not really that important. What's important is the main character is in love with a woman who is cursed to die and get reincarnated every time that she remembers her past life. So she loses all her memories, gets reincarnated, falls in love with the same dude, all her memories rush back, she gets murdered again. Tragic. Except this nigga is imprinting on her from birth in a lot of times. There's one scene where he comes in a frame carrying this baby, and someone goes to like take the baby from him, and he straight pulls a blade like, get your hand off my woman. Get your hand off my what, bro? And this is the main character. Like, this is it's a patterning of engagement that when you're dug deep into the culture, I think might be a little harder for some people to truly pull back and address. But real shit, it's... I had to make sure I wasn't just muted and talking to myself again. Sounds like some Jacob from Twilight shit. Yo, yeah, I mean, more or less. And it's weird that I know what that is, too. But... yeah, it's some Jacob from Twilight shit. Like, you just straight imprint on this thing from birth, and then she dies. And that's not to account for the fact that at oldest, most of these characters end up being like 16 or 17 years old. So even the ones that aren't, designed as Loli or whatever, they're still fucking children. They're still 16, 17-year-old children. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm at that age. I'm 36, right? So I'm at the age where anybody from like 12 to like 17 looks exactly the same. You're all weird, musty little children. Like, like the idea that someone can try and make that tantalizing is so far from my frame of like trying to connect. I'm like, children are gross. You're gross. What? You know what I mean? Yeah. Get your hand off from Momo is true, psychic damage, because it's just like, whoa, like that makes you really face the grooming thing. I like anime with all the characters have an adult cast, like Anime Monsters. Is that the Anime Monster? Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. Yeah, but like when it's a full adult cast, they can really get into something where they can face mature adult themes and not have children present. You know what I mean? Because even in the most mundane of animes, you'll still come across scenes or... What did I say? I got new glasses, y'all. I gotta hang on. My eyes ain't adjusted to them yet. Mavi had a villain who drained kids of their pulse. I don't need... Ew. Mavi had a villain who drained kids of their spirit juice, leave them weakened, and as a villain dies, she thinks, these new kids beat me because they're so mature. What? Wait. Ew. Ew. I don't want to watch that. No, but I was watching one, Golden Kamui, and outside of like 3 characters, all of them are adults, and there's one character there's one lead character that's a girl. I can't remember her fucking name, but she's somewhere between like 10 and like 13 years old, right? And I'm watching it, and thankfully it's one of the only occasions where they don't sexualize that kid, and I'm watching it like a hawk. I'm on like episode 30 or some shit like that. I'm watching it like a hawk, praying they don't do anything creepy. And even in something as mundane as a war story anime that has very minimal sexuality, it got so weird. It go Dick Sensei. Dick Sensei is the thing they got wrong with Golden Kamui. And mind you, it's a very mundane scene, but one of the antagonists, this big brolicky jujitsu aikido motherfucker, he literally has this square block on his head, right? Big Hand Charlie, think Catching a Ride Lolita is not just about sexual appeal. Oh, I know it's not just about sexual appeal. My point being, they specifically choose these sexualized images and then try and justify it as something nonchalant and wholesome. Now, when it comes to Lolita, it gets a little more fucked up because every depiction of the Lolita we see is, again, this... God, I don't even want to say this out loud. So it's like sexually charged femme fatale character, when the original Lolita was what all children are, a gross little caveman. Children are gross, snot covered, dirt covered, candy munching, stinky little gremlins. And in the original story, the kid is written like that, a stinky little gremlin, and you have no choice but to acknowledge that. What's the dude's name? Humford. Who can remember the character's name from Lolita? Who can remember that dude's name? But you have no choice but to reconcile the fact that this is a sick fuck. It's a crime, and what the movie did and how it's fucked up the book. Humbert. See, that's a dumb name. That's how you know he a freak body. Humbert. That's already a name you pick when you on a watch list already. You know what I mean? You on a watch list already when you pick Humbert. Your real name was Tyler Smith, and you already had to run out of 3 towns for doing freak shit. His mother must have hated him. Yo, shit. His mother must have hated his daddy and looked at him and said, "You just look just like that motherfucker. I'll smack just shut you." Humphrey, get his ugly ass out of here. Second verse, same as the first. Yeah, but hang on. I'm going to go back to this Loli dude because I be wanting to get in their ass with a kid because he makes another argument that I want to knock down. Saw that baby and said, "Yeah, looks like a humper." Yeah, exactly. I'm going to put on J Senpai real quick.
It will be very much, morally wrong and terrible when it comes down to it. And nothing in the world should tell somebody to support such an idea. But because it's fictional, because it's fake, because it doesn't exist, the hell is your problem? The hell is the big deal when it comes down to it? Lolis are peak. They are glorious. They are by far.
Now, do you see this adorable little Loli character? She looks like somebody from like Strawberry Shortcake. That's a cute little kid. I don't know what that bunny thing is, but it looks like a marshmallow peep, and I want to eat it. But if all your Loli characters were drawn like this and stayed chased like children, I think it wouldn't be an issue. You know what I mean? That's just a kid in an art form or show that's in an art form that's marketed towards a younger demographic. You know what I mean? Kids are going to watch kids. But that's not what we get. No, we get the Milim Novas, or let me go back for a second. We get whatever the hell this is. Because guaranteed this little falcon, whatever, angel, devil, bird lady, I don't know what show this is, or movie. I'm so damn old. This is clearly a game. I don't know what the hell this is, but guarantee this character is going to be like some immortal 13-year-old. Guarantee this is like an immortal 13-year-old that he's going to be bonered up about. And bonered up is a key point, and I'll prove it in a second. But let me get back to what he's saying.
The reason why anime is the way it is, and even why certain games is the way they are when it comes down to it. If it wasn't for lolis, you wouldn't have a lot of Gensai content to exist, to just straight up have characters getting clapped in every single different direction. And the first person that really started that whole thing off was a loli getting tentacles. If it wasn't for a loli character kind of moving around they do like a Rayleigh, you wouldn't have Mario's signature movement. Loli character kind of whole thing off was a loli getting tentacles. If it was, and the first to just straight up have characters getting clapped in every single different direction. And the first person that really started that whole thing off was a loli getting tentacles. If it was,
did this nigga just say we have a loli getting tentacle to thank for broader? You got me fucked up. I'm about to break my new glasses. He said we have a loli being tentacle to thank for broader expanses in animation. So did you see how yo, that's what I'm saying. Trazy Star, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, well, yeah, Cat Vibes, exactly why anime comes across strange to normies. Because it's like, even when there is quote unquote normal anime, you still have to navigate a little bit of weird shit every once in a blue. Every once in a blue, you have to navigate just a little bit of weird shit and have to go, it's anime. This character is actually, nah. No, 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 no. No, it's fucking weird, and I don't like the constant need to, or the constant easygoing justifications for it. You know what I mean? This the art for art's sake argument can be justified a little bit when it comes to adult character. They don't see the good stuff. They don't want to see the good stuff. They want to argue that anything that isn't their disgusting favorite is the good stuff, and we just everyone else who's thrown off by it is just missing a wave. You know what I mean? We are somehow disconnected from it, and that's the wild shit. Because I wasn't kidding. I lost 20 some odd subscribers, and when I posted the live for this one, I lost like another 5 or 10. Just for mentioning my piece. I'm going to lose like I wish I tracked the number. I think I know what it was at before this. I'm going to go look and I'm going to let you know how many weirdos just straight dipped off after this. And it's not like I want them there. Actually, if you agree with Loli, if you think any of this is just a matter of cultural differences, let me wholly and sincerely say, suck my dick. Kiss my big black ass. You can leave. If you're a patron and you feel this way, let me know. I give you your bread back. No hard feelings. Gotta go. Actually, all hard feelings. Kiss my ass. You're a pervert. But you can roll. I don't think we need to allow positive space for every argument. I don't think we need to hold space for everything. You know what I mean? I'm a leftist. I'm liberal. I have liberal politics, but I'm not that type of liberal. Like, I'll smack the shit out of you. I'll smack the shit out of you for trying to justify some freak bodiness, especially involving children. That's just period. That is period. I couldn't be me. I'm going to jail. Couldn't be me. I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail. But like, let me get back to this nigga real quick, yo. And I think it's a black dude. That's a brown nerd. That's a brown nerdy avatar, and that's a brown nerdy voice. So this might be someone brother adjacent. You know what I mean? Hairline fucked up and all. And don't be looking at my hairline. I'm growing my shit out. We going through something right now, but I at least know how to work some clippers. I'm about to put this word all on real quick.
Wasn't for a Loli character kind of moving around they do like a Rayleigh, you wouldn't have Mario's signature movement as it does today. You know, you wouldn't have any of that. Catgirls, your most wholesome subject matter of anime, you wouldn't have that, at least the modern look of one, if it wasn't for one ghost ass anime Loli that came through that was also.
You can't pretend that this is the same thing. You can't pretend that this, which he's arguing as a Loli, is the same thing as this. These are two different shits. These are two different shits. These are watch lists. This is a watch list thing. Oh my god, they have toys of this. They have little dolls. If I come into your crib and you have this doll, on God, I'm smacking the shit out you. On God, if I pull up in your crib and you got this doll, I'm slapping the shit out of you. I don't even want to click on it. I'm slapping the dog shit out of you if I pull up in your crib and you got that doll. But he wants to argue that that is somehow similar to this, which are fairly chaste depictions of a young girl comparatively. If I see this in somebody's house, I'm on the news that day. Oh shit, somebody on the news. Exactly. Like you can't argue that you are of a sound mind and body to me. No, this isn't Seros. Seros TV was cooking. Seros TV was cooking. He had a big problem with the Loli shit too, and people came at his neck hard. People came at Seros TV hard, and that's what made me really look at it again. He did have like 2-3 videos, and I was like, okay, so at least it's not just me. We need more black people in anime spaces for real. I mean, we're there. I think the problem is we haven't broadly expanded into. I'm trying to figure out a way to phrase this. It's like there's no broader network of black anime fans, if that makes any sense. Like, everyone has their niches. I'm pretty sure if you're a black nerd, you got your squad of black nerds, right? I got my squad of black nerds, but I don't know the squad of black nerds that's in Jersey or up in New York. You know what I mean? There's no real broader connection that could really bring us together in a sense that we're always in community with each other, because that, like I said, the community is too scattered. Black people only make up 13% of this damn population, and then you have to break down how many of that 13% is going to be into nerdy shit, and then the numbers get smaller. I'm a black nerd, and what that say? Yeah, I'm a black nerd, and I got me. I don't know about none of y'all. I mean, yeah, I'd be pretty much having me, myself, and I. Because I'd be pretty much just be kicking it by my damn self. I'm not gonna. There's a lot. There's a lot I was about to say. There's a lot I can. I was telling foreign man in a foreign land, I'm gonna get myself in trouble on a live stream. I need to remember that I'm live and I can't just filter shit, because I put in some spicy shit into these scripts and I just go, oh, I can't say that. I can't say that. But like, I'm not black myself, but I love my black brothers. We're here in Finland or overseas. Oh, whether here in Finland or overseas. Hey, yeah, I think y'all got like 6 black people in Finland, and they all related. No, that's a lie. I'll take it back. Because you got another 4 other black people, and they play for your national team. Why is it the whitest fucking countries in Europe always still got black athletes? Yo, why? Like, is always like a black Swiss track star or some shit. Is from Finland, it's gonna be like 6 Jamaican dudes. I don't know. Y'all still got some of those sports. Y'all still got some of them long distance sports and all the snow ones. Y'all got that. Y'all got that shit. I'm getting distracted. I'm getting myself in trouble talking pseudo geopolitics. We're supposed to be talking about weird niggas and a lolly problem. But let me see what this weirdo has to say real quick, because then I want to transition back over to another point.
A cat girl. Same thing with kuderes. You wouldn't have them to be the cool, nice, good characters that they are if you wouldn't have, the one from The Melancholy Life of Haru Suzumiya, which, honestly, bad as hell, and honestly, you wouldn't have that sort of trope at all. Same thing with white hair and yellow eyes when it comes down to characters. You wouldn't have that if it wasn't for Konako, basically making that thing kind of popular more than it ever really has been.
Besides, cats love fried chicken.
Let's just be real here. They are the reason for most anime trends. They are the reason why anime is what it is in the first place. And if it wasn't for people going hog wild in the 1980s of Japan, making things happen when it comes to the lolicon boom era, we wouldn't have anime the way it is today. Nor would we have a lot of things just in general the way we have it today. Let's just be absolutely real. Things of what lolis do in anime is really nothing new. This is nothing to be surprised about, because literally, if you really were to probably take a look and take a guess at every country, everybody has technically done something weird and inappropriate with an underage character in some.
When you really look at it, everybody has done something weird with the underage character. So I don't know why you guys are being so mean about my favorite lolly. Shut your doofy ass up, you fucking weirdo. You fucking weirdo loser. I hope you don't have kids. And if you do have kids, I hope they fucking disown you. You're gross. You're gross. And I have a deep disdain for you. You're fucking gross, and I have a deep disdain for you, and I have no idea who you are. I gotta keep it funky when it comes to shit like that. I gotta keep it funky. Like, come on, dog. It's like now. I like his arguments don't make any damn sense, and these are arguments that I hear from the broader lolly defenders. And some of this I'm seeing in real time with you, because I just wanted to make sure this weirdo was saying what I thought he was saying before I used him as an example. Because I was going to use Seros as an example, Seros TV, but I'm like, I don't need an example that's making the same point I'm making. I can just leave a link. Matter of fact, shit, y'all know who Seros is. Y'all can find his ass. He dope. He got like 100 some odd thousand subscribers. Shit, just type his name. You'll find him. But my nigga. My nigga. The rhetoric is self-reflective. Like, yeah. He's on one. He's Luigi Super Mario Bros. Yeah, this motherfucker's on one. He's on, I don't know who's on one, who's on two, who's on three. All I know is I got the bat and I'm gonna crack this motherfucker in the head even come home. Like, this is... Just listen to that guy for this long is making my soul want to leave my body. Yeah. Yeah. The predators come in packs as usual. Yeah, they come in packs, and this is how you know he freak body for real. Because I'm gonna go to the boss channel real quick. I'm not going to talk about some else that, like, I'm not going to clip on this one because it looks like he's annoyed at some My Hero Academia Yaoi or Yuri. Which one is the one when there's two little dudes? I don't know. Yuri, Yaoi, I don't know. It's pretty little niggas trying to kiss each other, and that's really under his skin for some reason, but this masterpiece isn't. And this is how you can tell Yaoi is a gay one. Okay, thank you. Yaoi's a gay one. Like, but this is how you can tell that he's being disingenuous, because I want to scroll. Where's this shit at? Konako's birthday gift. Ew, he's gross, because I know I'm about to get him. I'm about to get him. Because I missed a couple of these titles. I saw the thumbnails and I was like, okay, I'm going to talk about Ball. Konako's birthday gift. I'm just going to say, I figured out what this one was maybe like 2-3 weeks ago. Kanako, whoever this character is, I think she's like 10 or 12, and it gets as gross as you think it is. Can y'all see what that title is right here? Run a train. This animation felt illegal, and I love that. And I'm only showing this because I really want to show a forced perspective on the type of people who make these justifications. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't trust this nigga with a Cabbage Patch doll. Genshin, which female Genshin Impact character do you think is hairy, shaved, or cleanly bald? Now, is that the same Genshin Impact character I was pointing, y'all mentioned when he, in that damn little law, you help me. Is that the same Genshin Impact character that he's using in these little animes? Is this the Genshin Impact shit?
And people just can't accept that for whatever reason.
That he want to know, this is Genshin Impact, that he want to know is hairy, shaved, or clean bald? But somehow we missed the mark. This isn't a cultural thing. And I'm going to show you one example that proves that this shit is on purpose. This character is called Biscuit Kruger. She's from an anime, Hunter x Hunter. Basically just a bunch of, if you don't know Hunter x Hunter, there's two little niggas running around the whole globe beating people up. That's all you really know. There's two niggas you gotta know about, Gon and Killua, and they just stroll around beating everybody the fuck up. But I think season 3, season 4, they get this martial arts master named Biscuit. And Biscuit is also, which can be defined as a loli. Now, these are two different references to Biscuit. I'll get to that in a second. But this is the Biscuit character. And can we notice a difference? And here's a Biscuit doll, and Bisky doll, Bisky character, Milam Nova doll in character. Do you see what I'm saying? This character is supposed to be 55 years old, right? The story around her looks is she is so buff. Like, she's one of the baddest motherfuckers in this world, right? She's so buff, she's so clean, she'll whip anybody's ass. And her natural form is this hulking behemoth here that makes her insecure. She doesn't like the fact that her natural form is humongous and intimidating, so she carries herself like this. And while some of her speech and mannerisms are styled like a little girl, she, for the most part, matches what you'd anticipate. Yeah, she's basically nerfing herself. Yeah, so she's limiting herself. I think a lot of it is supposed to tie into her personal aesthetic, her wanting to be perceived as dainty or beautiful or whatever the fuck. But yeah, she's basically nerfing herself when she's in her tiny form. There's actually a scene where she mentioned she can't hit anybody full force with her regular form because she'll kill them. So she can only square up when she's shrinked up like that, right? But throughout her entire run in the series, and I think she's only there for a season, this is the only outfit you ever really see her in, right? You don't get no peeking no bloomers, you don't get no creepy little garter belts, none of this weird shit. You don't get none of this weird shit, right? And again, it's anime, which is not without its problems. Anyone knows this thing knows Hisoka, and he's a freaky deviant, but this is the lolly problem, not the sexual deviant problem. You know what I mean? But this is what'd you say? Throw that shit in the trash. We need to throw some of the male population in the fucking trash, B. Like, can we just do a hard reboot? Like a hard reboot. Like, just hold down the power button. Matter of fact, unplug that shit. Spray it down the thing. Get all the dust and cobwebs out of the PC. I mean, reconfigure your GPU and all that shit. Because this system is fucked. And the defenders of it are what really fuck me up. Because they want to justify anything. They'll use this fascination with lolly culture to justify anything, and Jay Senpai is just an obvious example of the fuckery, because he has no qualms snitching on himself. I mean, most of his videos involve waifu this, waifu that. You saw the titles I came across with. One was Run a Train, one was Kaneko, can I think that's her name? Because I figured out what that one was too, because I was trying to get more examples. Kaneko, that's what her name? Nope. Kaneko. That's cool. Ooh, what the hell is that? That better not be creepy. I don't know what the hell that is. A little wet ferret. Kaneko. Okay, yeah, okay. What is this? Is this right? High school. Yeah. Ew, that's spelled wrong. High school DxD. Okay, yeah. But this is High School DxD, and this is something I've only made it a. Actually, I didn't make it into this one at all. I just kind of clipped through it to figure out if it was as weird as I thought it was, and it's weird. And if it gets anywhere as gross as I think it is with the other character, eventually this one gets naked. Eventually, and judging by this fan art, I would say yes. That would indeed be the case. But that is the same Kaneko that this dude is boning up about. And that is exactly, Lars, a literal child cat girl. A literal child. Because mind you, this is a high school anime, so I think on your general animes, anyone who watches the genre, your peak age for your protagonists are going to be around 16 or 17. Right? And your 16 or 17-year-old antagonist is going to be drawn like an adult. Your 15, 16-year-old ones are going to be drawn like teenagers. And anyone under is going to be drawn or animated to look like, a fucking child. Yeah, it is Gooner bait, but it's fucking children. Like, it's pure children. And this was most 2000s harem anime trend and a show. Yeah. And that's another thing. Almost they all, even the ones without harems, end up being a harem. It's like, okay, even if it's nothing explicitly creepy, that's still a pubescent male surrounded by buxom women who are going to flirt with them or going to do this one. But in this one, high school, whatever it was, they just straight had titties in that one. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could show titties. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm used to, they go like this. You see a little soap on the shoulder like this, a little pan down, and then fade to black. You know what I mean? You gotta use your imagination. They just went full titties in the weirdo face, and it was like, is this illegal? This feels illegal. I don't know what I should do here. And I had to cut out on so many anime just because they got really weird in an inopportune time. I love the terminal post someone saw where the chosen one wasn't a teen but an elderly woman who spent her life being ready for a big challenge in a nursing home. I mean, I've seen something like that too, where it'd be an older person who gets isekai'd, but they somehow get isekai'd into a younger body all the time. And then this younger body is preyed upon by everyone else. And even when it's not, like, it's made me so uncomfortable that just innocuous depictions of it kind of bug me out. I was watching one called like Tugen Anki or some shit. It's not important for this because this isn't an anime channel and y'all don't watch that shit either. But all the characters are supposed to be 16 and 17, and every woman in the show is built like Megan Thee Stallion. Every character in there is just stacked on stacked, and even in these depictions, which don't have a whole lot of décolletage and there ain't no laciness and stuff, it's got to the point where I can't help but to reevaluate where I stand with this shit. You know what I mean? And this one isn't even the isekai, bro. It's just a regular, I don't know what you call this. Not Shota. Shota's another. That's a little kid shit. It's shonen. I guess it might be shonen. We're the ones where they just rumble all the time. That's the shit I like. When it's just straight hands. What we gonna do? We're gonna fight. Why? I don't know. We fighting. That's the shit I like. I like when they just catch a hand, somebody getting blown up, some shit like that. Keep up the fighting and everything hunky dory. Yeah, it's on the shonen genre. So you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, the shonen genre checklist. And yeah, just big ass yabos for no reason. And it's literally every character just stacked and it's mind-boggling to, I mean, I get the what do they call this shit? The fan service. I get the fan service. But when I'm really inspecting the fact that 75-80% of the characters I come across, excuse me, y'all, 75-80% of these characters I come across are teenagers, that makes me want to slow the brakes on it alone before you even get to the fact that it's Loli. Shiguro Death Frenzy is that girl. No meta weirdness, straight ancient thuggery with swords. Alright, sick and salacious. Now, are they dressed weird and provocatively? I ain't trying to, because people say straight ancient thuggery with swords. Alright, I want to see swords. I want to see slicing and dicing. I ain't trying to see some teenage something or other wearing half of nothing. Getting strategic slices. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the demon do all the slices and ain't bust out nothing but half a boobie and your thigh out. Yeah, I prefer more mature anime. That means themes and writing, not. Yeah, exactly. More themes and writing. Like when I say I'm into mature anime or something that has an MA theme, I think something with consequences. Let me give you an example. What's the name of that dumbest anime? Black Clover. They had a character who swings this big ass sword, smacks people around. No one ever dies. How you smacking people around with a sword? They don't die. That's stupid. I get bored. When you see the real chaos that unfolds in these worlds, where if a character kills someone for the first time or their best friend dies, you know what I mean? It's you feel that impact. It's not just edgelord shit. Some woman getting brutalized, some kid getting chopped up, or some etchy. That's another word I learned. Etchy. Etchy anime means. I don't know what etchy means, but you type in etchy, it's going to show you a bunch of weird shit. There is exactly, but there's no real reason for that. It's like there's no real reason. There's my brain's melting, y'all. My brain is solidly melting. My brain is solidly melting. Alright, I'm gonna click on Lolly asshole a little bit and I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate y'all, but I just want to think he makes one more point that kind of just re-illustrates my point that take him in, big dog. That's cringe overdose, bruh. You have no idea. I put like this. This is a live stream because to do a real fat Charlie off this would mean detailed research into. Put like this. I say this often in the research I've done, and just my background. I used to be in social work, dealing with children and mental health crises and shit. There are certain things you can't unsee. Some shit you can't unknow. And I knew I was going down that rabbit hole deep this time, so I had to pull up. You know what I mean? Gonna have me some Hey dog, share your damn cookies. Stingy ass. I'm about to slide off stream and have me some cookies. Ain't get no cookies from nobody else. Oh, Luigi on some greedy shit, yo. No cookies from nobody else. Rude. Rude. But hey, you know what? I mean, yeah, social work is admirable. It pays shit. That's a big problem. It pays horribly. There's no real. Put like this. You're gonna be grinding yourself out if you ever do social work. It's a fucking nightmare. I'm still in social work right now, but thank God I'm not doing one-to-one support. I don't have to go out and build these case reports anymore because that shit's traumatizing. But I'm gonna poke fun at J Senpai a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna get out of your hair. I want to appreciate. I thank you guys. You let me know in the chat if y'all enjoy this. I might try and do this once a week, where I can just vent a little bit. Something where I can't put all my mental energy into it because, dude, this shit gets so weird and it gets so gross so fast. And when you try and find logical support for your arguments or try and find evidence that makes you feel like you're not a crazy person and all you see is more and more sick shit, it just makes you lose faith in the world. But let me get back to J Senpai real quick.
It's a world problem, and that's just ultimately how that is. But we're not speaking for the world today, we're speaking for anime. And when it comes down to anime, there's a lot of cute ass characters that just exist out there that plenty of people realistically, outside of the rage bait that is Twitter and a lot of these different social media platforms, really have no problem with. Hell, the real reason why people do like lolis a lot is because they're cute, or it's because their body type matches what they actually do like. Not the whole idea of them obviously being a younger person and no.
I'm just gonna run it back real quick. This motherfucker says they like it because they're cute. They like them because they're cute and they match the body type that they're into, not necessarily that they're children. Okay, so you like a cute childlike body, but it's not because they're children? Get the fuck out of here, you freak body ass bull. You freak body ass bull. I have a whole lot meaner shit I want to say to you. Oh Lord, you lucky I'm live. I'm gonna get off this live and I'm gonna say so much more foul shit to you. You sick. Oh, I knew you were a nasty nigga. You got senpai in your shit. You got senpai in your title. You got a little brown anime boy with blue hair. You a sick fuck. You a sick fuck. I bet you ashy right now. You ashy right now. But just to make sure I ain't tripping, I want you. Hear the shit again.
Problem with. Hell, the real reason why people do like lolis a lot is because they're cute, or it's because their body type matches what they actually do like. Not the whole idea of them obviously being a younger person and just straight up being a certain type of age that obviously is going to put you in the damn slammer, because of course it will, you dumbass. Don't do that. But when it comes down to it though, sometimes you might like a bitch that has a flat ass, no tits, and just short as shit. That's an adult.
You lying motherfucker. You lying motherfucker. Pure cope. Pure cope. Pure cope. He's on a heavy copium right now. Just pure cope. He off the cope, but he might be on the dope too, because what the fuck do you mean you like this tiny, petite, childlike body, but you're not... This nigga. I don't even drink. I don't even drink and I want to drink. I don't even drink and I want to drink. I'm about to go have me some green medicine when I get off of that one though. I wish I could do that on stream. That'd be live. We don't have to do that one on. I wonder if I can do that on Patreon. Have me a green medicine stream or some shit. We'll figure that out. But where's he gonna find a girl that's under 3 feet? I don't know, but if I catch this nigga near anyone 3 feet, I'm putting him 6 feet. On God. On God. On God. Like I couldn't have been like, I forgot what's this y'all. Like I'm a mandatory reporter in my job, which means if I hear about some shit, I legally have to say something. You know what I mean? Like if some weird hinky shit happens to a kid and that someone finds out that I knew about it and didn't say nothing, that's it. That's it for my credentials, my career, and probably a little bit of, some time on that. I'm can be liable for that shit. Mandatory report this nigga. I don't even know. You better not have kids. You better not have kids. We better not have kids. We don't need to know what's in your cup or say. This motherfucker. Oh, you're talking about my cup of Sig. Oh, yeah. I mean, my cup just be regular ass cup. I'm a boring ass person. I got some coffee, which is actually pretty nasty. I'm disappointed in this brand. I got me some water I've been drinking. I ain't drink on stream because I ain't want nobody making fun of me because I ain't got no cup. And I got to do the little Trump hands to drink out of this big ass pitcher. But I'll tell you what, I'm thirsty and y'all can kiss my ass. Gotta hit that hydration just a little bit. That ain't nothing but a little ice water. I got my green medicine. I'ma have that, just my nice botanicals. My herbal remedies. I got my air diffuser over there for my smell goods. About to make the room smell real good. You know what I mean? And I'm just coincidentally, just by coincidence, might watch Cheech and Chong. Coincidentally. They just happen to go good with botanicals and shit. Coincidentally. But yeah, that's all I got. Shit, I'm gonna try and do this again next Friday. Maybe even a little earlier if I got some more shit to get off my chest. But other than that, thank you guys. Holy shit, I can't believe I've been streaming for an hour. I guess I've just been rambling and calling this dude a sick fuck for an hour, but yeah. Alright, I'm out. Nobody go harass J Senpai. I feel like I have to say that. Nobody harass J Senpai. I did all the harassing we need to do. Fuck J Senpai, fuck his videos, fuck Genshin Impact for those creepy dollies, fuck his hairline, and fuck everybody else. Not y'all. Fuck them. Peace.